Let's talk business world.
Welcome to Let's Talk Business World. I'm your host today, Ron Daniel, and we have today in the studio Miss Alisha King Davis.
Yes,
Did I
it's
say that right?
actually Alisha Davis.
Okay,
Yes.
Alisha Davis. Okay, and we're gonna talk today about her business and her book project. My favorite, bring your book over here. My favorite, you want to set it up, and
Like this?
yeah, you just turn around and sit up there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'll set that up for you so they'll see the book. They'll go out and buy 1 million copies.
Yes, please go buy 1 million copies. I've already sold 100, so hey, I need
That's what's
about
up.
100 million more.
That's what's up. We're gonna get into that in just a little bit. Tell us about your business and who you are and what got you started doing your business.
My name is Alisha Davis again. I'm a hairstylist and I'm also a salon owner. I've been in the industry for 16 years. Been a salon owner for 2.5 years.
Okay.
How I got into this business is my grandmother. My father's mom is a hairdresser. She did hair well up into her 80s. She is actually 90, just turned 90 this year. And I just knew this was my passion from since I was 12 years old. I fell in love with it. And once I got my license, I just found out, I found the passion in creating hairstyles and making people happy through their hair. And that's how I got started. Fell in love with it.
What type of different hairstyles you currently do now? Let me ask you, when you started versus now.
Okay, yes. Trends change. So when you're in this hair industry, you have to, like Kevin Harrington says from Shark Tank, you have to follow the money. So when I first started, relaxers were in, curls were on their way out, a lot of updos, sleek styles, and we were still weaving it.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of all that. Now, styling has always been in the hair industry. If you look at African American women, we're always going to have a different style. That has never gone anywhere. But now I'm into natural hair. So I was working at Lois and Ray's, and Ray Walter let me in on a trend that was coming. It was natural hair. So I jumped on it and saw it coming and did a lot of research and just start pouring myself into becoming knowledgeable of natural hair. And that's how I came up with Real Natural Salon, where I am today. And it has been definitely a blessing. People have been pouring into my salon. We have been giving them the utmost best customer service and helping them figure out what to do, coming up with solutions with challenges with their natural hair. Natural hair is different from relaxed, because relaxed hair, you just came in and you gave the stylist responsibility and you really didn't have to take care of it when you got home. With natural hair, you get it done, you still have to take care of it a little bit more at home. And so that's what we do, is educate our clients on the easy maintenance tips to do at home.
Gotcha. So somebody walking in off the street and they get, just and correct me if I don't know the terminology. I do have a barber background, but it's not.
Hair is hair.
Let me ask you this. So somebody walking in, they say, hey, I just want to do the natural thing. Like, how do you walk them, step by step into finally doing the whole natural, cut your, the relax out and start the natural thing?
The first thing I do is not even the hair. I find out where the person's mindset is, because everything is about a mindset. When you get up in the morning, it's about what kind of mindset you're going to start with. When you end your day, what kind of mindset are you going to end your day with? So when people sit in my chair, the first thing I find out is, where's your mindset? Do you want to be natural? Have you been wearing wigs? There's several questions that I go down to find out if you're even comfortable with yourself.
Gotcha.
A lot of people have a lot of self issues, and they can't even see the beautiful hair that they have. I've run into a lot of that with women, because as African American women, we pour ourselves into our kids, our husband, into life, and sometimes we forget about our hair.
That's
and just
true.
even looking at it. So first off, where is your mindset? Do you love this hair? Do you hate it? Do you want to appreciate your curls? Do you want just a whole nother head of hair? There's a lot of different questions. So that always intrigues me and gets me excited about the first appointment, because I want to see what their mindset is.
Gotcha. That's good. You hit on the mindset. I wouldn't even thought of that.
No, people just think it's hair. I'm like, the hair is easy. Where is your mindset? Now, that is where I can come into some challenges, because I can get some women that sit in my chair and they're like, I don't want this, I don't want that, I want this, and their hair is nowhere near any of it. So then I'm like, okay, God, what do I do at this point? So this is where people get frustrated in the hair industry, because you have to have solutions for that person who is undecided or don't even know. You have to have a solution for that.
Gotcha. How long you been in business?
16 years.
16 years.
Yes.
Give us a, I guess, in the beginning stages, those nerves and those, those moments you like, I don't know.
In the beginning of my industry, I was very prayerful, meaning that I prayed a lot. Like I get a situation, I have to go take a break. Let me pray about this. So in the beginning, you stand on faith until your confidence kicks in.
Yeah.
And I believe that's with any industry, any career.
Yeah, I agree.
You live on faith, even with you in this media.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you were in the blind on a lot of things, and you like, okay, God, give me the answer. Give me the answer. And he give you the answer. You like, okay, I moved through that one.
Yep.
And so each career, and even this industry, you live off of faith until you live in the confidence, and then you know, hey, I got this, I can deal with anything. And then you also have to stay up on your research and studying the trends that change. Our industry does not make us get the continuing education like other industries.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think as a stylist, it is your responsibility to stay engaged in the new trends that are coming, because that's your money. That's the new millennials. You have to stay engaged on what's popping. Like we doing this podcast right now.
Yeah.
This is what's popping right now. So we need to engage in that.
Podcasting. Y'all need to get on.
Yes, podcasting, y'all. Podcast.
Yes, please do it.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Hair shows. Let me ask you this. The current state of the hair industry right now. What do you think about it? Is it trending high? Was it steady? Was it trending low?
Well, my trend is trending high. It just depends on what audience you're shooting for.
Gotcha.
Like the bundle game right now is high. The bundle game is going strong right now.
It is.
The natural game is going strong right now. So either you with bundles or you with natural. So you gotta have to jump into those into that audience and give that audience what they're looking for. Because like Hollywood Tanya, I love her. Like, I don't do the weave, but I would, if I was interested in weave, I would go to her because she brings the audience. Like, she grabs their attention. With the natural hair game, when I get out there and do the advertisement, I'm grabbing the naturals' interest. Like, nobody hardly comes to my salon and asks for a relaxer because they already know this is a natural thing going on.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Share with us some business success stories, because people gonna be looking at this and they may want to start a business. They may want to, jump out there and fight. They may just sit back right now like, hey, I'm nervous. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I have an idea. I don't know how to put it out there. Like, share with us some of your business success.
Well, my thing is, when it comes to business, if the idea comes through your brain or through you, it's meant for you to jump on it. And what you do is take the opportunities to find out what it takes. The idea is easy, but putting the work in behind it is the hard part. So what I did is, number one, like they tell you, you have to have a business plan. So when this idea comes, automatically write it down and then write down some steps you need to take to get to that business. Before I opened Real Natural Salon, I did have a business plan. I did know this. I knew how I wanted set up. I knew everything about it, because before you actually do something, you have to imagine it.
That's right.
You have to dream it. It has to come through your brainwaves before it can manifest out into the real world.
That's right.
So with any business, I tell all my people that come through and sit in my chair, if God gives it to you, he wants you to move forward. Just start seeking. And it's in the Bible, if you seek, he shall reveal to you what you're supposed to do. So anytime I get an idea, I'm like, okay, let me write it down. What do I need to do to connect with the people that will make this dream come alive for me? And you guys, don't be afraid to hire a business coach. I'm on my second business coach. I have a business strategist, and you need help. You can't do it by yourself. And your business strategist or coach does not have to be in the same city that you in.
That's right.
A lot of people don't understand that. You can seek advice in different states, different countries, if you feel like you mesh with that person. So I'm on my second business coach, and I'm loving it. My revenue jumped up about 25 to 30% off the first business coach. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen in this next 12 months.
Well, I tell you what, that's some good advice. A lot of people, I guess, being in this business, advertising, marketing, we tell people that all the time. Like, hey, you need to take some of this off your hands. Hire somebody. I mean, we hire CPAs to handle our taxes. If we got to go to court, we need a lawyer. We go to the hospital, we need a doctor. I'm glad you said that about a business coach, because a lot of people think, well, it's my business. I'm going to run it the way I want to run it. And you can't tell me that. I'm like, no, it's okay to hire somebody to help you become even more successful. I read this book, and I'm actually, matter of fact, we're going to talk about your new book that you just created, you just wrote and put out there, and we know it's going to be big and successful and going to do great things. But I read this book called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And he mentioned, the author of the book, he mentioned in one of the chapters, he said something like, he didn't begin to make the money-wise from his business until he had an accountant to handle his business affairs. So he was doing it himself with all the software you can just go buy at a Walmart or somewhere. He said until he had a CPA and an accountant, he said, okay, now I can see where I'm going, because they was helping him. I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people, they don't think they need help with their business. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Your brand new book, Unchain Yourself from the Chair. Tell us about it.
Yes. So this book, Unchain Yourself from the Chair, is actually part one of what's going to happen in my life, because I am not actually unchained from the chair yet, because I'm behind the chair, 120%. But this book is going to open the gateway for me to unchain myself from the chair, because what in this book is my systems on how I'm training, I'm passing the torch, I'm training another girl, how I'm working with about 3 employees, and we're able to service anywhere from 10 to 15 people a day and get people out within 2 to 3 hours.
That's good.
So this book right here talks about how I created a system and how you can set goals in your life to go to the next level. A book makes you an expert.
That's right.
And this is just the beginning of my expertise. And my favorite section in this book is in the back, how 10 steps to be self-disciplined. Everybody needs self-discipline.
That's right.
If you have self-discipline, you can make it through anything. So this book is not just for the hairdressers. It's for anybody who wants to put systems upon yourself to make better goals, to make better decisions, to not even be scared to just live your passion.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be in a book with James Malachak that's called Live Your Passion, and he has a bunch of different entrepreneurs, and they're going to be talking about their success stories, and it's going to be biographies of just different people that talk about how they live and be passionate. And how I got to be a part of this is just working with different people. Don't be afraid to work with people that you don't even know.
That's right.
Don't be afraid to go to different business seminars. That's where you meet a lot of different people. And a lot of people don't know, just because you're in the hair industry or barber industry, even the media industry, you still need a business sense.
That's
you
right.
still need to have that business knowledge to be able to run your business successfully.
That's right.
So this is where this book is leading me, is to be a better entrepreneur and to be able to share with more people on how to get behind and do what their passion is.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you definitely on your way. A lot of people, that's a big accomplishment. A lot of people want to write books. A lot of people reading books, and I think just to take that time out to do it, that's huge. What can they buy the book?
This book can be purchased. It's not on Amazon yet because I got to put it on there, but it can be purchased at my salon, Real Natural Salon, on West Markham, 12111 West Markham. Is Suite 420 in the shopping center with Hobby Lobby. And you can go to my website, realnaturalsalon.com, and go to book sale, and you can order it there, and it'll be shipped to you, or you can pick it up at the salon.
Cool.
So
I'm going to give me a copy, and I'm not saying that neither. I'm getting my copy.
he's getting his copy today because I brought him this copy today.
Oh, thank you.
Brought him this copy today.
Appreciate
So.
it. I'm getting mine. Y'all get y'all's too. Get y'all a copy. Unchain yourself from the chair. Get it today. Get it today. Buy it today. Support. Also, let me ask you this. Who are some of your just people that inspire you, people you look up to, people that say that get you like, oh, okay, I'm ready to face today and get out here and make it happen?
Okay, I have several people that motivate me. Ari Squires, which is my publisher, she motivates me. She is a hard worker. I just got back from Clearwater, Florida, helping her with the event. Les Brown, I love him. He motivates me. James Malachek, which is the secret millionaire. Kevin Harrington from Shark Tanks. All these people, a couple of people I've met, all these people motivate me. What gets me started in the morning is listening to YouTube. They have a channel called Live with Passion, and they upload a new video every morning. I mean, every day that gets you started. I think everybody should listen to something motivating or some type of meditation before you get started.
Yeah, that's true.
So
feeding your mind. Talk a little bit about that. I'm listening to you. I'm like, okay, she hitting on something.
Yes.
I think people that's looking at this, they just get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, get in the car, and go about their day without getting the mindset ready. And even throughout the day, just taking a break and say, okay, let me meditate. Let me just sit here. Let me read. Something just to keep that mind. I'll say this. It's like exercising your mind, like going to the gym.
Yes.
Exercising your mind with something. Like hit on that just a little bit.
Well, it's funny that you say that because a lot of people don't know that the brain is actually a muscle. So the brain is a muscle, and it has to be strengthened. It has to be exercised. But how you exercise your brain is through meditation, through positive affirmations, through listening to positive people, listening to positive messages, just reaffirming your day every day. I call it like a reset. Once you go to sleep, you need to get up and reset. Sometimes you need to reset before you go to sleep. Sometimes you have to reset throughout the day because things happen.
That's right.
But if you learn how to quiet your mind and meditate, that is one of the most powerful things that you can do. If you research all successful people, majority successful people meditate at least once or twice a day, sometimes longer. I wish I could get into that meditation where I could just meditate longer, where you meditate in a room full of people. That's when I saw somebody who was powerful, where they could just shut down in a room of people. Darren Henson, he's an A-list actor. I met him in Clearwater. Like, before he got on stage, he shut down in the middle of the hallway, meditating, put his earphones on, and was gone for about 30 minutes. I'm like, now that's powerful. If you can shut down in the middle of everything for 30 minutes and then got on that stage and nailed it, meditation needs to be in everybody's. I think doctors need to prescribe that as a settling people's mind, because a lot of people are just up in a roar, they're just content with everyday life, but people don't understand you can change your whole life by mindset in a 360-degree interval in a matter of a second.
Just like that.
Just like that. But the hard part is making the decision to do it.
That's true. That's true. So I'm not crazy when I tell people about meditating.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
And people will probably think that you're crazy, but the more I study it, I'm not, it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable to tell you to meditate. Soon you'll get into a point, you'll be looking at everybody like, oh, if you're not meditating, then you're not normal.
Exactly.
They're looking at us like we're not normal, but they wonder why you look so young every day, why your personality is shining every day. It's because you meditate. You're resetting your brain. You're mentally strengthening your brain. And it's going to have you soaring while everybody else is looking like, what's going on?
I'm glad you hit on that, because I had a conversation recently with someone about the same thing. They was like, meditate. I said, before I start, I get up here, put those bags in before I cut on the computer. I'm just in my zone. Throughout the day, I take a break. Hey, let me do this. And even going home, even before I go home, shut everything down, just kind of get into that zone. And you have to train your mind to see where you're going before you even get there.
Right.
So that way, your mind, and I'm not going to hit on it too long, but it's like people don't understand your mindset have to be trained to where it have to know where it's going before it get there. It create the steps for you. And then once you start training your mind, say, okay, I want a 70,000 square foot building, multimedia building. You can't talk that with everybody.
No.
What is that?
Right.
So then it start creating these steps, for you to get there. You might be out pumping gas and running into somebody, and they say, okay, I got your car. I want to meet with you, and you're like, okay, I met this guy, and he helping me do whatever now.
Right.
But it was from training your mind, so I'm not going to hit too much of that, but I'm glad you hit on that, because a lot of people don't understand how important that is to do that. So I get excited when I even think about that.
Right.
I listen to other people say, okay, you doing that too.
Right.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What's the future of everything you're doing? Your salon, your books, and...
Well, the future for me is definitely expanding. I see myself expanding, not really knowing how big yet, but I do see an expansion, maybe not even just in Little Rock, but just being able to expand and being able to offer Real Natural Salon in a different area.
Gotcha.
Definitely leaving a legacy for my kids, setting this up. My daughter, she's 16, and I show her a lot about how the salon is ran in business and stuff like that, and I believe it is definitely set up for you to create a business and leave it for your kids. To either run it or learn how to create their own businesses.
Speak about leaving a legacy.
Leaving a legacy is very hard for a lot of Black people, but I think there's still a lot of us that are leaving legacies. But the most important is, if you have a business, you have to bring your kids into that environment so they can understand the business. The other ethnicities like Jewish, Asian, other ethnic backgrounds, they bring their kids into the workplace and show their kids how to run the business. So if anything happens to them, they have something that they can run and not have to work for anybody else. Because what people don't understand is financial freedom comes from working for yourself.
That's true.
Financial wealth comes from working for yourself and building businesses and entrepreneurship. You cannot become financially wealthy if you work for somebody else. And a lot of people don't know that. That's what I'm teaching my kids, is that, hey, you can create businesses as a kid. There are a lot of kid entrepreneurs. So I got my daughter writing a book, and I'm going to publish it. I gave her a deadline, next year, hey, we're going to publish this, because I showed her there are a bunch of kid entrepreneurs. You don't have to wait till you're grown to start making money.
That's right.
And a lot of African Americans are not teaching and raising their kids financial freedom and financial wealth early. They go out here and get these college loans and be in debt, but really you can teach them financial freedom early on how to save, how to open bank accounts, how to read stock. A lot of people don't know the stock market is never going to go anywhere. Teach your kids how to read stock and then invest. Don't spend all that you have. Save, put up, spend a little bit, save a little bit. So I just believe in the legacy needs to be left on your kids on how to run businesses, how to be more creative, and how to meditate. Definitely on making it out here in this world.
Yeah, you hit it. You hit it today. This is so good. I mean, listen, y'all need to, first of all, buy this book, Unchained. Hold it back up one more time. Unchain yourself from the chair. Buy this book. Support. When you buy it, buy a copy for somebody else. Like somebody looking at this like, I ain't buying 2 copies. Just do it. You know, I believe in what I call the blessing savings account, if that makes sense. Like if you bless somebody, eventually God will bless you down the line.
Right.
And so you hit on, I mean, you talking about legacy, leaving something for your children. I have a daughter. She's 11. And she came to me and she said, Daddy, I want to do this blog called Dolly Doll World.
Okay.
Talking about baby dolls, specifically black baby dolls.
Okay.
She's like, you know, there ain't a lot of black baby dolls out there.
Right.
So instead of shooting it down, like, oh no, we just wait.
That was a good idea.
It's like, okay, well, we came up here. Let's do the interview. Let's create a set. Let's do it. Man, I love hearing this when you say, you know, passing out that legacy. Because us, especially black people, we have to do that. We have to we have to network with each other.
Right.
We gotta do these things. Like we have to fix our own issues and quit for everybody else to fix it for.
Right.
Like let's fix it. So let me ask you this. Somebody that's looking at this podcast, they're about to quit their business right now. I don't know who they are. What would you tell them to just get up and, as far as getting up and continuing to put in the work and
I would tell them to not give up. Find where your passion is again and reinvent yourself. It's too much reinventing out here that you can do.
That's right.
And seek help. Seek help. Get on some of these online motivational YouTube channels and get some help on re-motivating yourself to get back in here. If you're physically can't do it anymore, you can always share it to a lot of young people that are coming in the industry. They would love to work side by side with you and learn the old school game. If they're not that person, keep moving to the next person. Say if that person is not working, keep moving, because I've been through a lot of assistance, but hey, I don't give up. I'm just move to the next one, move to the next one, move to the next one.
That's right. So. That's true. Man, that's so true. I tell you what, this was good today, and we're glad you did the podcast today. This was
Thank you for having me.
Good. Let me tell y'all, man, y'all go now again, tell everybody who watching how can they reach you, your website, your business. My
name is Alisha Davis, and I'm at Real Natural Salon, and we are at 12111 West Markham, Suite 420. And our phone number is 501-353-2911, or you can go to our website, realnaturalsalon.com. And I thank you, RJ, for having me on the show. I can't wait to come back and hit on some more topics because we got a lot to hit.
A whole lot.
So I thank you for having me.
Any last words?
Y'all come hit us up.
Listen, y'all tune in. Listen, if you like today's podcast, be sure to share it with all your friends on all your social media pages. Share it, like, comment, tell somebody about it. If you're a business, if you're a church or organization, get on the podcast, buy the book, buy 2, buy 3 copies. Let's see another future millionaire. Let's help out.
Right.
Let's do our part and help out. Ain't nothing wrong with helping out, because if you help out, somebody's going to help you along the way. So, again, next time, y'all tune in. I'm your host, Ron Daniel, and we're going to see y'all next time. All right.
Thanks for watching today's episode of Let's Talk Business World. To become a part of our next podcast, contact us today. Be sure to follow Let's Talk Business World on all of our social media platforms.